Hello and welcome to the Back Nine Report. My name is Carlos Torres, and along with Fred Vader, every week we're checking on the world of golf to bring you the latest news, insights, analysis, interviews, recaps, previews. Hey, we cover anything and everything golf. In other words, if it happened in golf, we have it for you. Fred, hi, how are you today?
Hey, Carlos, fantastic. We got a lot of stuff happening in golf still. It's after Labor Day now, football season ramping. Boy, did you watch the Notre Dame Ohio State football game? That was a pretty good one. Really good football over the weekend. I like this how they spread the start of the college season out over the Labor Day weekend. I kind of like that. That was pretty cool. But hey, golf. We still got golf to talk about. A lot of stuff happening. Hey, end of the year, so the FedEx Cup is over. The playoffs are over. Guess what? Who's going to be player of the year and rookie of the year, Carlos?
Well, that's interesting because the nominees have been announced already, and for player of the year, we're going to have the ones that are expected by everybody: Rory McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, and Cameron Smith, which is interesting because he's no longer on the PGA Tour. And for rookie of the year, hey, Sahith Theegala, Cam Young, and Tom Kim. Those are the rookie of the year candidates. But let's start with the player of the year candidates. Rory McIlroy, fresh off his FedEx Cup win. We have Cam Smith, great season. Scottie Scheffler, his breakout season. When you come to think about it, hey, official money, Scottie Scheffler was the big winner. He has over $14 million. He's the number one player on the world. He won 4 times versus Rory McIlroy and Cam Smith, who won 3 times each. But you have Cam Smith, who won a major and who won the Players. And then you have Rory McIlroy, who won the FedEx Cup, but he also won 3 times. 10 top 10s for Rory, 7 for Cam, 11 for Scottie Scheffler. Major winners, Scottie and Cam. Major top 10s, Rory had 4, 2 for each. Cam and Scottie. Who's the player of the year?
Carlos, you know what? This is really closer than we've seen for a long time. And it's been pretty clear cut for the last several years who's going to be player of the year. And if you just went by the numbers, it's almost inseparable. Okay. Yeah, Scottie won the most money, but that's not counting the 18 million that Rory won for the FedEx Cup. So you put that in with his winnings, he had one heck of a year. Cam Smith. Let's start with Cam Smith. What can you say? He starts out winning the Tournament Champions, first event of the year, wins the Players, wins the Open Championship, just has a great year. He's just fantastic year. His performance in the Open Championship was really one of those lifetime deals, something that's going to be remembered forever. But I just don't think he will win it because, he's now on the LIV tour. The players are not going to vote for him because of that, I believe. So it comes down to Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy. If you look at the body of work for the whole year, if you just base it on that, you almost have to give it to Scottie Scheffler. He did win a Masters. He won 4 times. He was in the mix in a lot of other stuff. He ended up number 2 in the FedEx Cup behind Rory, and he kind of had it won, but Rory made a push and Scottie kind of faltered on the last day. Both of them had great years. To me, I don't know. Boy, it's almost a toss-up, Carlos. Who I think will win it? I think Scottie will get voted in, but I think it'll be a very close vote.
I think it will be, and definitely we know that Cameron Smith, the players eligible to vote are PGA Tour members who played in the last 15 official FedEx Cup events during the season. So he's not anymore a PGA Tour member, or at least he has been suspended from it. So the players are not going to vote for him. And even though I would consider him third place right now between them, even if he would have been available for this.
I agree with that.
There's one thing I have always said, I'm a horse racing fan, right? And there's what it's called the eye-catching performance. It might not have been the best, but that was the best performance all over. And that goes for Rory because he won that big tournament. He had the momentum at the end, but really the one that was throughout the whole year, Scottie Scheffler. He had 11 top tens. He had 2 major top tens during the season. He had the most top 10 finishes, and it was like always you could see him there at the top of the leaderboards. Yeah, Rory McIlroy had a great scoring season, but I think even though it's close, and maybe Rory McIlroy is the one because he's the most known, he's the face right now of the PGA Tour. But I think throughout, Scottie Scheffler was the one. He also played in more tournaments than anybody else. 25. He did win there. Cam Smith won 18. Rory won 16. So to me, Scottie Scheffler is the winner. But like you're saying, I gotta go very close. But if you are gonna go by the eye-catching performance, the eye candy one, that's Rory McIlroy. But I honestly think it should be Scottie Scheffler. Now the other race is about the rookie of the year.
I got one more.
And yes,
I got one more comment, real quick, Carl. The only other thing that may sway this just a little bit is the fact that Rory has came out so staunchly for the PGA Tour and pretty much put the PGA Tour on his back and said, "Come on, boys, we'll take you through this." So that might be another thing that would get him the vote from the PGA Tour players.
Yeah, the thing that I say and why I believe they're gonna vote for Scottie, it's the breakout year for him. But also, if you see, you might think it as it is, but even McIlroy said Scottie Scheffler is gonna win the Player of the Year. It's like he's already conceding that. I mean, Rory's won it 3 times, and it's fitting that it would be somebody else winning it as well, so that momentum from those other players say, hey, I can also be that. But I honestly think behind the scenes is going to happen. There's going to be Scottie Scheffler there. Now, the Rookie of the Year, it's looked like Cam Young was going to run away with it. I mean, he also was right there flirtating with the LIV golf. But then, he said, no, I'm going to stay here. And definitely was throughout the year, it looked like he was going to be the Rookie of the Year. But then coming Tom Kim, and he definitely seems like he's going to be one of those candidates to play on the President's Cup. But his finish there with the win and the Wyndham Championship to get right there at the FedEx Cup playoffs at the end of the year definitely got him into it. He had 3 top 10s compared to the 7 that Cam Young did. Sahith Theegala played, I think, almost every tournament, over 30 tournaments in the year. The most money was from Cam Young, over $6 million compared to 3.2 and 2.8. But definitely looks like Cam Young, Fred, should be it, but it might be close as well because Tom Kim definitely had a good closing. But to me, I think Cam Young did enough throughout the year and at the beginning as well to be the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, to me, when I just look at the names, and I really like this Theegala kid. I love watching him play. He's aggressive, except for a couple really mental errors. He could have had 2 wins. He's really right there in a couple of tournaments at the end in the final group, and he could have got that done, but not quite. So he's just not quite there yet. Tom Kim, yeah, he had the win, but he only played 11 events. He only had, he didn't even have any other top 10s. He finished 6 top 25s or something. He didn't make 11 cuts or 10 cuts in these 11 events. So that's a good start, but to me, he's number 3 in this horse race. Theegala, I think, is number 2 guy here. He's a real talent. Like I say, I love watching him play, but Cam Young is a solid player, and he played well in the big events, not just the weekly events. He did finish 2nd at Sanderson Farms. He was 2nd at the Genesis Invitational, which is a big event. 2nd at the Wells Fargo, 2nd at the Open, 2nd at the Rocket Mortgage. I mean, that's really good stuff. So, and he ended up number 19 in the FedEx Cup. He made it clear to the finals in the top 20. So that, to me, when I look at these 3 guys, Cameron Young is a clear winner in this, Carlos.
I think that's the difference there. Those 2 top 10s in the majors, plus he had the most top 10, 7 of them as well, the most money. I mean, definitely Cam Young seems to be the one to be the Rookie of the Year. So any final words before we close this one?
No, just a great year of golf. If you take away, if you could separate all the turmoil and all the bad press from the LIV and all the things that's going on with that, it was really a great year. A lot of young stars have been identified. A lot of young stars have solidified their position. And I'm talking about the Xander Schauffele's and the Colin Morikawa's, the Scottie Schefflers of the world. John Rahm had another great year. So the core of the PGA Tour is very strong, especially with the young guys, Carlos.
Definitely. And hey, it's always our pleasure to bring you the latest in golf news and information. Remember to subscribe to our channel. The description right there has the link. So just one click and you'll be subscribed. Thank you for joining us.